Nick is the weapon fashioned against Vivian. Like, okay, guys, I am so happy because what I predicted in one of my videos is already happening. Yes, in that video, I said something about Nick might decide to record his ordeal with Vivian, in order to be able to use that against her later. Because Nick understands the fact that Vivian is very smart. For a lady to be able to swindle a guy a high as more amount of money as much as 25 million naira, you should know that that lady is not daft. So Nick playing this game today, trying to record his ordeal with Vivian, is something that I predicted, and it was so funny seeing Nick doing it because I was like, okay, my prediction actually worked. So when Vivian got to the hotel room where Nick asked her to come and see him, they started having some chats and all that, but that was not what Nick wanted. Nick wanted enough evidence to be able to nail Vivian finally. So Nick asked Vivian to start pulling everything she was putting on, and while Vivian was doing that, Nick was busy recording whatever Vivian was doing. As if that was not enough, Nick was even telling Vivian that Vivian should smile while doing it, in order to make the video so real, so that when he finally put out that video out there, people will not feel like Vivian was under pressure or under any kind of force to do what she was doing. And Vivian was, smiling and whatever, doing it, even though, looking at her, it was not coming from her heart, but she was doing it anyways. And Nick was recording everything. Now, if you're watching this, series for the first time and then you came across this episode today, you might think that Nick is a very mean person. But you and I know that what Nick is doing to Vivian is actually what Vivian deserves. In fact, Nick's energy matched with that of Vivian. Vivian is not somebody that you treat kindly, because she's not kind when dealing with people. Imagine swindling somebody with a large sum of money as much as 25 million naira. That's a whole lot of money, okay? And Nick actually needed something that would help him get that money back from Vivian. Ordinarily, asking Vivian to come to the hotel room and all that is not enough. He needed evidence, and that was why he was busy recording Vivian. Now, the striking thing about it all here is that why he was recording Vivian, he didn't show his face. So at the end of the day, I don't know what next episode will be showing, but at the end of the day, if Nick decides to put this out there, you will know that there is no how Ben, who happens to be Nick's friend, will realize that what happened or that video is from Nick. That is one. And the second thing is for him to be wise enough to want to record everything, because he knows that Vivian is not a daft person. He knows that if he doesn't have any record, any proof whatsoever to be able to nail Vivian, that Vivian is not daft. Vivian is very smart. And if he doesn't take time, that Vivian will outsmart him again. So that's the reason why I feel that, Nick is recording whatever he's recording. Now, what is the life lesson to be learned from this? Like I always say, this series is not just about you watching it and for the fun of it. There's something to learn from this. Don't ever put yourself in that situation that when karma comes calling, you'll be so handicapped that you don't know what to say, because in your heart of hearts, you know that whatever you're going through at that point is what you deserve. Because even while Vivian is crying and all that, she knows that whatever Nick is doing to her is little compared to what she actually did to the guy. So guys, that is number one lesson. Number two lesson, don't hurt people, because when they come back for you, it will be double, triple of what you did to them. Now, when Vivian swindled Nick money, everybody got to know about it. But this time around that he's recording Vivian is implicated in a lot of ways. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that Nick will end up sleeping with Vivian after this, or he will just take record of every rubbish that Vivian is doing and finally ask her to go home? Drop your opinion as always in the comment section, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.